What's going on, everybody? Josh is Gaming here and welcome to a Dreams tutorial. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you guys how you can make a shootable Easter egg. So let's get into the video right now. The shootable Easter egg is very simple to make when you're playing custom zombies. And there is a couple of things that we will need to do for this as well, but that will be in the video. So if you want to do it, you can have any zombies pack. For this pack here, I'm going to use the XL COD Zombies kit by Daniel Hamster. The shootable works for any pack. You don't need the XL COD Zombies pack. You can use any zombies pack on Dreams. Okay. Once you have the pack, we're going to get into the video. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the search bar, click square, and then go to the search bar. And I'm going to type in, you're going to type an object that you want for your shootable Easter egg. I'm going to type in jug bottle. And I'll be using this one right here by R1Il19. And that's what I'm going to be using for my shootable Easter egg. And I'm going to have 3 of them. So they're all like this. Once you have that, the next thing we're going to do is click square to open up the menu. Then go to gadgets. And then you need to go to logic and processing. Open that up. And then find one that says microchip, which is this one here. Click that, and if you've got 3 of them, you're going to need 3 microchips, but you will also need another one now for the Easter egg chip. For this one here, I'm going to have it as the Easter egg chip, so I'm going to change the name for it. By changing the name, click on L1 and square on this microchip here, and then click on L1 and X on the microchip at the top. And I'm going to name it Shootable Easter Egg Chip, because we're going to do this as a test. And you can use this Shootable Easter Egg on any of your custom zombie maps. Okay, so I have that named now as the actual Shootable Easter Egg Chip. I'm going to make that bigger by pressing the up arrow and R2 to drag it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect these to the jug bottles. We're going to leave the big shootable Easter egg tip till last. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on R2 on one of these microchips, and then you're going to drag it up to this jug bottle here, or any type of object that you're going to be using for your shootable Easter egg. Click L1 and X, L1 and X, and then click it again, like that. And I'm going to delete some stuff off of this, so I'm just going to clone into this by just pressing L1 circle. So I'm going to delete just a name, like that. And I'm going to do the same with this one here. And I'm going to do the same with this one. So click L1 and X. You just need to click it once, and then you should access the number. So once you've had one microchip connected, I'm just going to click L1 and X 3 times. 1, 2. Okay, I have to click it 2 times. You're going to do the same with these 2 here, so come drag this microchip to your object, click L1 and X, L1 and X, and it's going to add this microchip to this group here. And then do the same with this microchip here. L1 and X, L1 and X, okay? Once you have all 3 connected, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to open up this microchip here, bring it along there. You're going to open this microchip here, so L1 and X on this bottle here, click it again until this microchip appears, open it up, and then do the same for this jug bottle here. So L1 and X, L1 and X, open the microchip, and I'm just going to come out and press L1 and circle 2 times, like this, and we can see the shootable Easter egg chip right here as well. Alright, we're now going to get the connections. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to click on Square, go to Gadgets, and then you will need to look for one called Movers and Outputs. You're going to open that, and we're going to need 2 of them. The one we will need is the Destroyer. So make sure you have 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And then we need Health Manager as well. 1, 2, 3. So make sure you have 3 of the Health Manager ones and 3 Destroyer logics. Once you have the 3 Health Managers and the 3 Destroyers, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the Health Manager to one at System right here. Same with the Destroyer, add it to one at Systems, just like this, okay? So you have 1 Health Manager and 1 Destroyer in 1 jug system for the shootable. And we're going to do the same thing, so grab your Health Manager, drag it into this system here, and drag the Destroyer into this middle system here for this jug bottle, and these 2 here will be for this bottle here. So we're going to drag these 2 into the system like that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the Health Manager, the health system. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to this Health Manager right here. You can go to any of them. I'm going to go to this left one right here. You're going to click on L1 and Square to open this up. And where it says Current Health, click L1 and Square. And then change the health to a very low health. I'm going to change it to 0.5%. That's how much it's going to take off. And the important one is the max health. Change that as well. Click L1 and Square, and then change that to 0.5. Just like that. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect this no health symbol here by clicking R2, and this wire comes out. And you need to connect this to the Destroyer logic here. So that's one system connected. We're going to do the same for each one. So go to your next system, which is this one here. Click L1 and Square. Current health, L1 and Square. Change your health to 0.5. Max health, change that, 0.5. And then where the no health is, click R2 on it. And bring your wire to your Destroyer system. Make sure that's connected. And then do the same for this one here. Health Manager, L1 and Square. Current health, L1 and Square. 0.5 taking damage. Max health, L1 and Square. 0.5 max health. R2 to click on the no health. And then connect it to this Destroyer system. And before we do that, the next thing we're going to do is you want to close 2 of these microchips here. So I'm going to close these 2. We're going to do this one first, okay? What you want to do is you're going to close that one as well. So make sure all the systems are closed. What you want to do is click L1 and X on this object that you're using. Click it again until this microchip appears. Then we need to click L1 and Square because we're going to connect it to this object. We're going to connect the microchip to the object. And if it does this, do not worry. Click on L1 and circle. L1 and circle again. And you can access this full object right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go down to this button right here where it says apply to object. Come down to this cable right to you where it says apply to object right here. Click R2 and this wire should appear, and then drag your wire to the object like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click L1 and square on the object like that, and then we're going to go to label and ownership right here, and then here the labels right here, and the only one you will need to turn on is faux, because it's going to be labelled as faux. When we shoot it, this will disappear. So make sure you have that labelled as faux, and make sure you have this microchip attached to the juggernaut bottle or any other objects you're using for your shootable. Just make sure they apply to the objects and they're connected. So we're going to do the same for these two right here. So I'm going to click L1 and square 2 times, click on L1 and square like this, L1 and circle, L1 and circle, where it says apply to object right here, click on it and this wire will appear, and then bring it to your object and attach it to your object, and then click L1 square on your object, go to your labels and then label it as 4. Okay, so that's that one done, that's that one done. We just need to do it for this one now. Last one. So we've done these two now, we just need to do it for this last one. L1 and X, L1 and X, and then L1 and square, and then where it says apply to object down here, click on it, click on R2 and this wire should appear, and then drag the wire to your object and attach your wire to the object that you're going to use for your shootable. Oh, hold on, don't do it yet, don't do it yet, I did something wrong. Need to click L1 and circle first, L1 and circle, so now I can access it all. R2 to attach the wire, and then attach the wire to this object right here. So that one is now connected. I'm going to click on L1 and square, and then go to labels, and then label it as 4, because it's an enemy, okay? And then close these two. So that is the objects wired up. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to wire these objects to the actual Easter egg chip. But before we do that, we need to do this Easter egg chip first. Once all of these objects are connected for your shootables, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the Shootable Easter egg chip right here, L1 and square, L1 and X to open it. What we're going to do is you're going to click on square and then go to gadgets, and then this is very important, go to logic and processing, and we will only need one logic for this. The one we will need is the counter logic right here, and we only need it once as well, okay? So the counter is now in the Shootable Easter egg chip. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect these 3 objects to this counter right here. So by doing that, what you're going to do is click L1 and X, L1 and X until this microchip appears, and then we need to open up this microchip here, and where it says no health, click on R2 and this wire is going to appear, and then attach this wire to the counter, and where it says increase count, you're going to attach it to that. Increase count, make sure it's attached to increase count like that, okay? And we need to do it for the other 2 now. So L1 and X, L1 and X, open up the microchip by clicking L1 and X, R2 to make the wire, and then drag your wire to increase count on the counter. So that's the second one done. We need to do it with this one here, L1 and X, L1 and X, open up the microchip, where it says no health, make the wire by pressing R2 and then drag the wire to your increase count. So now they are wired up. Once all the objects are wired up to the counter, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on L1 and square on this counter right here, and where it says target value, we're going to change it. Depends on how many shootables you want. I have 3 shootables right here. I will need to change the target value to 3. It's going to count 3 shootables. If you have like 5 shootables, make sure the target value is on 5. If it's on 2, make sure it's on 2. If it's on 3, like mine, make sure the target value is on 3. Okay? So all of that is now wired up. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab some audio. So what you're going to do is click on square to open up this menu, and then go to search, and then type up any audio you want. I'm going to type up feathered eyes, and it's this one right here. Click on X and then make sure it's in this Shootable Easter Egg system right here. And also this is what I used for my round end music on Nightmare of Minds. Once you add your audio in, on the counter where it says counter full, click on R2 to make the wire, and then attach this wire to the audio right here. And that is all done. So right now we're going to test it. Alright, one of them's disappeared. That's 2. And that's 3. And there you go, guys. That is how you make a shootable Easter egg. If this tutorial did indeed help you out, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below for more dreams tutorials that'll be coming up next. And just before I leave the video, if you would like to add me on Fortnite or PlayStation, just to let you know, I've changed my username to Josh's Gaming. I've changed it from Best Boys 180 to Josh's Gaming. Okay? And make sure you subscribe, or 1 billion zombies will spawn right outside your house. Goodbye.